Hello folks and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. As you can see, we are in VR today. We're going to fly the epic, the beautiful, the magnificent JustFlight 146 Professional out of London City to Duxford. Now this is a rear wheel flight. In fact, this particular aircraft used by the royal family, that was its last flight just a few months ago, and we're going to recreate it because now it resides at Duxford, and I'm looking forward to seeing it up close and personal when there's an air show, hopefully this summer at some point. So the idea here is to show you that you can absolutely fly a complex airliner in VR. Now of course I am using the Varjo Aero, much like the sort of jet today we're using, which is a professional study level aircraft. I consider this headset a professional VR headset, and I think the two comes together perfectly for something like this. Now this video is being powered today by a brutish and beastly STORMFORCE computer, which is a UK brand. In fact, my very own computer is a STORMFORCE PC, but this one I'm borrowing off them for a couple of weeks, testing it out. It is a 12900K Intel CPU with a RTX 3090 Ti. In fact, this is the first time I'm doing a full recording using the camera and everything with the Varjo Aero, so it's going to be interesting to see how that goes as well, and I'll report sort of how frame rates are during the flight. By the way, I'm using the OpenXR toolkit, obviously, using the eye tracking of the Varjo Aero. Right then, we're going to start this up from cold and dark, and let me just get sort of centered here. I just want to say quickly, right, that this aircraft is incredible in VR. Even though it's systems heavy, the frame rate is excellent. And sat here, I mean, I could literally just sit here in VR and be very happy for ages because it's absolutely spectacular. And just to say as well that the, VR experience is amazing in all different headsets, just because if you don't own an Aero, you can still enjoy this with the HP Riva G2. I have done a flight with it as well. And if you're interested in me showing another flight with the 146 in the G2, please do let me know, because actually I could use the controls as well, because I don't really have controllers yet for the Aero. I mean, I have the Pimax controllers, but I've yet to use them. I might show you that on the channel as well. Oh, so much to show and tell, hey? Anyway, we're going to put some ground power on. Let's open the passenger door and stairs. The JustFlight 146, by the way, is completely VR ready. And what I mean by that is, for instance, it has click spots, which is something not many developers give you out of the box. Look at that, you just click the right hand mouse button and it takes you to where you need to go perfectly. And there's a lot to see in this aircraft, and it does it probably the best I've ever seen. Anyway, I've waffled for far too long as it is already. Let's crack on and get this aircraft fired up. I am going to run through the checklist as normal, but I won't show you all of it on the video. I just want to show you really that you can operate a complex airliner in VR, no problems at all. You really can. And if you want to see me going through the full checklist from start to finish, I'll link my first video of the 146 in the notes below. Anyway, landing gear is down. Weather radar, that needs to be at 15 degrees. That's all good. Transponder is set to standby. And you can see everything so clearly, especially in the Aero. It's amazing. Air brake is definitely up. Nav light, I've just switched that on actually before I started recording. Battery 1 and 2 needs to come on, so we'll put those on there. There we go. Love the sounds. Parking brake is yellow. Master switches all on. That's up here. And you have to really crane your neck as well. And I use my hat switch, by the way, to move around. That's something I would recommend, using the translation keys. If you want me to do a tutorial on that, let me know in the comments, but it's very easy. That way I can move around the cockpit, makes things a lot easier. Anti-skid needs to be on. There we go. Right, so lift spoilers, oh yeah, they need to be on as well. Do you know, this aircraft, I friggin' love this thing. I really do. I really, really love it. Standby inverters and standby generator. Okay, so that's over here. Oops, wrong way around, that's it. You know, I think I would recommend using a mouse over a sort of VR controller, although to be honest it would be quite fun to, you know, wave your controller around and do all that. So I think I will do a video of that just to see what that's like as well. Right, generators 1 and 2 are both off. APU generator needs to come on here, so that is there. Fuel pump, left inner, we're about to put the APU on. Engine fire handles, they're all in, and APU can start. Here we go. We'll just listen to that fire up, and we'll go back into the cockpit. Just look at us sat on the ground here. And honestly, people ask me about the Aero all the time. It feels like I'm looking at a monitor, but I'm inside the sim, just like in VR, but the display clarity is monitor resolution. It's incredible. It's worth every penny, folks, this headset, if you really want the best. And it's not until, actually, because I own quite a few different headsets, sometimes I'll spend a week in the G2 because I'm making videos or whatever, and then when I go back to the Aero, I really do, I'm like completely wowed by it again. Look at the heat blur there from the APU, very nice. Very cool. APU is stable, and with the TGT, I think it's called, is all good. Right, APU packs can come on here. See, I'm kind of actually just doing the whole checklist, aren't I, on the video? But you see, it's so easy, folks. And by the way, if you're not sure, all the highlighted buttons work, and you can zoom in like this. Look at the hat. In fact, yeah, I should show you some of the highlighted points, because they do work really well. Yaw damper, that's down here. One thing I hate about not being in VR is you have to keep moving your views around all the time, but in VR, you're just moving your head like you would in real life. Gotta say, frame rate is feeling amazing with this system. I was actually tempted to buy this off STORMFORCE, you know, but my system is quite similar to this, so in terms of performance, so I best not. Hydraulics, they're all good. Right, ice protection. Now we need this one on. I'm going to zoom in for you guys, not because I need to, just so you can see what I'm doing a bit easier. I think that might be quite cool to do that actually, and to show you the click spots. Fasten seatbelt sign, that is there. Fuel quantity is checked. Altimeters, I'm going to just cheat and put the B key in there. The B key. The infamous B key. MWS, right, TMS, speed bug, that's something we do need to do, and you know what, instead of going like that, I'm going to zoom into it to show you guys here. We'll do a self-test, I think that's what it's asking us to do, but we're going to do more than that. We're just going to power it on and set our takeoff. In fact, it's quite warm today, guys, in the UK, so it's not 23 degrees though. It's not quite that hot, it's 19 degrees today. So we'll just put that in here. There we go. And that's going to be our takeoff. And then we're going to obviously use 24 degrees of flaps here. And there's our bug set. Fantastic. I love that feature of this bird. Doors of equipment. Right, we're going to close everything now. And I'll just go outside. You can see all that going on. And it's very nice to watch. Let me tell you that. Oh, wow. Right, anyway, let's start this aircraft up. You can hear people in the back now. Oh, it's so amazing. I love this bird so much. And, right, packs and APU air needs to be off with this bit. It's funny, because as I can feel fans and things, I can also feel the fans in the headset. And it almost feels like it's the fan blowing on my face from the cockpit. It's amazing. I love it. Right, anyway. I never know if you need ignitions on or not. It doesn't say that on there, but I'd imagine you would, but I always put them on anyway. It's probably wrong though, but never mind. Right, master start on. We're going to start engine 4. What I'll do is, I'll start engine 4 and 3, and then what I'll do is I'll wind on until we get to the end of the runway, because I think at this point you get the idea that this aircraft is friggin' awesome in VR, without swearing on the channel, because it kind of feels like I want to, because I love it that much. I find it hard not to swear because it's that much of an amazing experience, but I don't like doing that on the channel. Whoa, there we go. But it's just the most amazing feeling, flying this in VR. It's a special experience. I love this aircraft. In fact, I'm going to say it, folks. My favourite general aviation aircraft now, as you know from the video previously, is the Milviz Cessna 310. But if you was to, ask me what's my favourite aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator, just, whatever the type of, bird, whether it's a GA or airliner, whatever, it's this. It is this. By a long way. Right, we're now going to start number 3 engine, and what I'm going to do now, folks, I'm going to leave you with the sound of engine number 3 spooling to life. And as you can see, everything's working fine in VR. It's very easy. In fact, I think it's easier flying this in VR than it is on a 2D monitor, because I'm not having to move my sort of mouse around so much. I can just move my head like normal. But yeah, you get the idea. I'm going to continue with these checks, and I will meet you at the end of the runway. Folks, you can really tell when something has good quality. Whoa, look at this guy here. That was a bit of a long landing. Pretty sure a 777, if that's what that is, I've no idea, can't land that far down the runway. Anyway, folks, I am going to see you down the end of this runway now, 09, and get everything set up. I'll see you then. Okay, folks, welcome back. We're holding short. I'm just going to set the nav 1 to BKY, which is 116250. Oh, not too far there. Okay, we're going to be tracking that. Setting that to nav. Actually, no, that needs to be on, not on nav, it needs to be on nav. So, folks, let me know, have you bought this aircraft yet? Have you got your pre-order in for the Varjo Aero? Now, if you haven't, I'm very pleased to have teamed up with Varjo. I'm trying to get a discount off them, but it hasn't worked just yet, but I keep trying. But I do have an affiliate link in the description below if you want to support the channel, because I am very proud to say, and I do mean this, and I don't often boast about anything that I've done, but I'm very proud of this. That's why I'm going to tell you that the Varjo Aero wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for myself and my good friend Sebastian from MRTV. We are the two people that convinced Varjo to actually produce the Aero for the, for a consumer level. It wasn't going to be consumer. The Aero was still going to exist, but not in the consumer space. So, you probably don't know that, but that's why I am so proud of it, and also why I love this headset so much, because I feel this is something that the flight sim community shouted about, because you did. In that video, the VR3, I said shout in the comments if you want Varjo to make the Aero. They listened, and because of that video, that's why we've got this headset, on sale right now. Incredible. Anyway, let's now get our speed bug set to 93%.
Power set N1G.
And enjoy the sounds and the views of the JustFlight 146. What a bird. Wow. Come on, baby.
Rotate.
Oof.
V2.
We just made that. Listen to that sound. Right folks, so we are on our way to the BKY VOR. You know, and I have to say, flying in the Varjo Aero, as I am right now, flying an aircraft this beautiful, in a sim this gorgeous, all my worries of the world just disappear. They really do. And isn't that what's so special about VR? That pure escapism. It's a wonderful thing, folks. Okay folks, welcome back. As you can see, that is Duxford, and what we're going to do, we're going to swing around and do our special fly past. There's a TV crew waiting for us, there's a cannon salute, spectators, everything. It's a very special occasion, so we'll give them a good show. We're just going to fly just to sort of the south of Cambridge. My second home, that is Cambridge. I love that place. Studied there as a music therapist, and had an amazing time there. And we'll just turn around and do our fly pass. See the dark skies there, looking fantastic as a backdrop here for our final fly pass. Before coming into land. Right, so we're just about to fly over the M11. We're just going to put the speed brake out here. Get nice and low.
Sync rate.
Might get a few warnings here, but that's fine. We've been cleared. Special permission today. And just to say also that Duxford is quite a small runway, so it'll be quite a challenge when we come into land. Oh, that was something special, right? That was something very special. Even in a flight sim, just seeing that there. Knowing that, you know, this actually did happen not long ago, and this actual aircraft is now residing at Duxford. And just to say that JustFlight sourced their sounds from this very aircraft. So that kind of makes this even more special, doesn't it? Right, let's come in for a landing now and get this bird on the deck. I hope you enjoyed this video, folks. You know, I know it's not a sort of massive long haul flight, but I thought this is a great way to showcase the 146 in VR for its first flight. But do let me know what you'd like to see in terms of flights and VR headsets. Would you like me to showcase the Reverb G2 next with the 146? I'm all ears, folks. And on that note, let's get the gear down. That is one incredible animation there. Right, we're just looking for our visual reference points, and I have to say, this is where the Aero really comes into its own. I can see Duxford over there still. I would not be able to see that in any other headset, truly, because the spherical lens design means that I can see really far out, like you can with your own eyes. I wonder if you can see Duxford on the sort of 2D image that you're seeing right now, but it's just over there. I'm pointing like, you know, I'm actually here. And I am here. This is how immersive this feels. Right, slowing right down here now. Got to concentrate on this one. Especially as the whole world is watching this. We're on BBC News and Planes TV is there. Right, hang on, let me get the flaps out, that would help. Press the wrong button there. Listen to that sound there as the flaps. Oh, just the sound of the wind. Actually, we're not clear for flaps 33 yet. Dump a little bit of air brake as well. Here we go. I am coming in a little fast here. But we can save this. We can save this. And wait for Martin to call out flaps 33.
Sync rate.
Speed check below 145. Select flap 33.
Thank you, Martin. Much appreciated. I bet you really enjoy. If you're listening to this, please let me know. Just message me. Did you really enjoy doing the announcements and stuff for this aircraft? I mean, what a job. I'd love to do that. I really would. Oh, coming in here.
50, 30, 20,
Just thinking of it.
10.
Ground idle.
Oh, I'm happy with that landing. That's okay. That is okay.
C.
Oh, showboating there with the nose. So there we are, folks. That is the 146 by JustFlight in VR. We've sort of set her up from cold and dark, and we've done this very special flight today over to Duxford. I really hope you enjoyed that video. I'm going to leave it there. She's now going to head off to the museum. And I'll see you again very soon. If you like what you've seen today, please feel free to subscribe, because I'm useless at promoting my own channel. But as I say, for all my regular viewers and all the people that supported me this last couple of years, I really do appreciate it. See you soon, folks. Bye-bye for now.